My guess is that most of you are like me. Your life is busy and full, and you're often racing around from one thing to the next. Well, today we are going to slow down a bit and talk to Joan Amaral, who is a guiding priest and teacher at the Marblehead Zen Center. And she has fulfilled one of my fantasies, which is to run away from it all and go be a monk in a monastery. But now she is here in Marblehead and living in the world. And she founded the Marblehead Zen Center, which is open to everyone. So thank you for coming and playing with us in Marblehead.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
So explain this concept. Mindfulness is about being more present. So what does that really mean?
Well, okay, so it's interesting, this connection between mindfulness and Zen.
Mm-hmm.
So the tradition I come from is Zen. And it is an up question for me as to whether or not, if we did find a translation for Zen in America, that it might be mindfulness.
Huh.
I don't know. But it does seem to me that to have various practices with the body, to give the body something to do, you know, is helpful and is grounding, especially in stressful situations. You know, the body loves activity and doing it with other people, as well as profoundly connecting and deeply satisfying. So oftentimes doing it in silence, some activity in silence. So you're connecting with another being in a way that's outside of the normal, or the ordinary, or the usual, the daily. So mindfulness practices that we do here in the Zen Center, you might say, is when we walk into the Zendo, we take a couple steps, and then we put our palms together and we bow. We gassho bow. That's a mindfulness practice. That means I'm entering a space where it's not business as usual. I'm dropping worldly concerns. I'm emptying out.
That's a nice break.
Yeah. That's why we have the midday thing, the midday sitting. And that's so interesting when we do that, right in the middle of the workday, where the hammering and lots of constructions happening all around the Zendo, and to just right in the middle of activity, to just stop. This is really counterculture.
Right. I used to have a person who ran a business with me, and he used to say if everyone in the world would take 1 minute at noon to just stop for 1 minute, the world would be a different place. And I thought, that's a great idea, just 1 minute even.
Yes, there are things that you can do at home, you know, setting up your own sacred space, you know, designating a little corner in your house. Doesn't have to be a big room, doesn't have to be anything special. Doesn't have to be an actual zafu, one of these brown, black official cushions. It can be just a pillow that you've designated as your sitting space, your seat of awakening. You know, and have that there ready to go. Make it really easy for yourself and do it the same time every day. For me, what works when I was sitting at home was to do it right as soon as I woke up. Because once I got into my day, all the worldly affairs came rushing in. So we sit early in the morning here, and this is a question that comes up. We sit at 6 in the morning. It's not as early as it could be, but it is still pretty early. It's definitely respectable. But when you get up that early, a lot of times the birds aren't up yet, the sun's not up, and your personality is not up. Your identity has not flared. So you have a fighting chance, you know, to just sit as a breathing body without all of that complication.
And that's probably a very nice way to start your day and move into your day in a slightly different space.
Definitely sets a tone.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I enjoy your conversations, and you definitely have a very unique way of looking at the world that I think we could all benefit from.
Thank you.
If you would like to know a little bit more about Zen and how to be more mindful, you can come and visit Joan at the Marblehead Zen Center, and of course get more information on those times and those sittings at marbleheadzencenter.org.